Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Here are all the players that will appear in the upcoming draft. Select a player to learn more. Select to scout this player and unlock. Each skill unlocked will cost you scout. Unlock this player's true skill ranking to see if he is a diamond in the rough or a bust. Welcome to Draft Week. All the effort you spend scouting comes down to this. Start the draft when you're ready.
The 49ers are now on the clock.
Let's go to Adam now, who's got more on the 49ers' latest pick.
He made the wise decision to stay another year in school to continue polishing his abilities as a passer, and that decision really paid off for him. He was the top-rated senior quarterback this year, and that was never more apparent than at the All-Star game. He showed the ability to take lead of an offense with only a week of practice and consistently moved the ball downfield to score on every drive he was on the field. He showed the ability to progress through multiple reads, and it's that vital trait that coaches needed to see. He's shown the ability to be a great quarterback, but let's see if he can do it in the NFL.
Pick's been made. Let's go to Adam Schefter to hear more about the player.
Well, there isn't much to say other than this kid was born to run. He's the spitting image of his father, a nationally ranked sprinter in several major events, and highly recruited by every major college. However, unlike his dad, he chose to pursue a career in football, and so far that decision is paying off. He may not be gold medal fast, but he has the speed and quickness to cause fits for the opposing team. He's the type of player you like to see out in the open field where he can make moves a lot of other players can't. The coaches are going to love having his speed at their disposal.
The Browns are now on the clock.
Our very own Adam Schefter has more to say about this pick.
The foundation of any good team starts up front, and here's a guy who's a franchise's dream come true. GMs I talked to pointed to several of his games in college where he took on some of the nation's best defensive linemen, going toe-to-toe with them for 60 minutes of brutal trench combat and dominating them. He's going to be able to protect a franchise quarterback in addition to opening up holes for the run game. With size, speed, and strength, he should have a very successful NFL career.
The Giants are now on the clock.
The Jaguars have made their pick. Adam, what can you tell us about him?
While he showed potential in school, he turned in one of the weakest performances of the defensive linemen at the All-Star game. Anytime he was on the field, they lost the battle in the trenches, giving up rushing yards and giving the quarterback plenty of time in the pocket. Matt Miller told me he got stood up by any offensive lineman he was matched against, and struggling to get off the block removed him from a lot of plays. He needs to develop some moves if he's going to get by blockers. You can't just rely on strength alone anymore, especially not in the NFL.
All right, let's go to Adam Schefter, who's got more on this pick.
Well, he was creeping up draft boards around the league until he took a big hit late in the season that knocked him out for weeks. Unfortunately, when the combine invites went out, he was still rehabbing from corrective surgery. Without his combine numbers, it became difficult for scouts to compare him with other players in his position group. His pro day didn't help much either, as he looked much worse than he did before the injury. I've heard from a source that the team had a workout with him where they did their own evaluation of his health. I guess they must have liked what they saw to have just drafted him now.
The Giants are now on the clock. The Buccaneers are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock.
Kick off your week by installing your game plan. Start the regular season by selecting your season goal. Hello, everybody. I'm Larry.
All right, Larry, we are at a site that's played host to 2 Super Bowls, and that's Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Today, our new season begins with an NFC South matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. One receiver right, that's Brown. Now a play fake here on first down. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Gerald McCoy forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. And, Charles, we get a look here at the key inactives, and I tell you what, a big list for being this early in the season.
If there's any silver lining at all, you're hoping you can get these guys back, and now you'll play well down the stretch with them. But what you're also hoping is that the guys who have to play for them, the next man up mentality kicks in, and those guys take care of business.
Alteron Werner with the tackle. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. They go play action with Stewart. Now Newton. Finding time. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. And now Stewart still down after the play. And you hope it's not a re-aggravation of that foot injury. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. They go play action here on first down. And incomplete to open things up. And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or two. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the first round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future all-pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's the safety, Kurt Coleman. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Bucs, that'll be a happy locker room as they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington.
The players on your team earned X. Quickly upgrade your team at the end of each. Kick off your week by installing your game plan. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
The Bills are now on the clock. The Buccaneers are now on the clock. The Redskins are now on the clock. The Bears are now on the clock. The Colts are now on the clock.
The Colts pick is in. Adam, give us the rundown.
After a season where two tailbacks emerged as top prospects, they were finally able to settle their competition at the Combine. They had a personal goal to beat one another in every event, and boy, did this kid show up big. Whether it was on the bench or in drills, he looked above and beyond like the better back. He outlifted and outran his competition, and scouts noticed. It's no wonder he just got drafted. I'm excited to see this kid play.
Rams have just made their pick. Adam, what can you tell us about him?
He's one of the more intriguing quarterback prospects this year, given his background is really more in baseball than football. It makes sense then that after just a season of playing in college, he's shown enough for this team to give him a chance. The arm and accuracy are certainly there. That much scouts have agreed on. The question will be, can he do the million other things that are asked of an NFL quarterback and leader?
The Chargers are now on the clock.
Let's go to Adam Schefter now, who's got more to say about the Lions' latest pick.
At the Combine, he finished toward the bottom in every drill among offensive linemen. A lot of scouts expected him to have a redeeming pro day, but that didn't happen either. In fact, he even tested worse in his bench press in 3 cone drills. In a class of linemen like this, I thought he would get lost and end up undrafted. But now that he's just been picked up, I'm curious to see where this team uses him this upcoming season.
The Giants are now on the clock.
The Saints have made their selection. For more about him, let's go to Adam Schefter.
He was dismissed from the team earlier this year after reportedly not showing up to several organized team activities. This immediately raised some red flags among scouting circles around the league. However, I've been told that he came off as very sincere during the Combine, telling teams that he was a team player and he won't make the same mistakes again. That sounds good on paper, but this team will find out very soon if he can back it up.
All right, team is now off the clock. Adam Schefter, can you tell us about their newest player?
One of this draft's toughest players, here's a guy who played the majority of his final collegiate season with a broken foot. Long suffering with plantar fasciitis in the affected foot, doctors discovered several hairline fractures across the first, second, and third metatarsals during a routine therapy session. Translation? His foot was essentially shattered. Recovery took months, and he used the time wisely, studying film of just about every NFL team and preparing for interviews. No surprise that he blew scouts and even a few GMs away with his knowledge of NFL offensive schemes. This is an intelligent, hard-nosed defensive back who's going to make his fair share of big plays before his professional career is over.
Now that the Jets have made their pick, let's go to Adam Schefter to hear more about him.
This is a player that draft experts really didn't start talking about until the tail end of the season. The biggest topic of discussion was where the sudden change in production came from. I talked to his college position coach, and he told me that a nagging injury slowed him down early in the season. You can clearly see he favored one side over the other when he was put out on the field or even walking on the sidelines. After he was benched for a few weeks, he came back and played at a much higher level. Even so, some teams were still cautious and did a thorough medical examination at the combine to be sure he was completely recovered. The results must have been positive for the team to have just drafted him now. As long as he can stay healthy, I really like what he brings to this team.
The Rams are now on the clock.
Kick off your week by installing your game plan. Start the regular season by selecting your season goal. Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the...
Okay, Larry, thank you. We are just off I-95 at the home of the Eagles, Lincoln Financial Field on the south side of Philadelphia. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Philadelphia Eagles. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there right off the bat. 58 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets the tone for the offense.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll look to throw here. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Their dangerous wide receiver. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their 6'5 quarterback out of North Dakota State. It's Carson Wentz.
He didn't have as many throws or plays in college as many of the quarterbacks that were coming out in the draft, but he maximized what he had. Ended up winning 2 national championships as a starting quarterback at North Dakota State.
Wentz now on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. Second down following the incompletion.
Here we go now.
He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his. 3rd and 2, and they ran the ball for only 1 yard, and everybody's going to scream at the offense. Let's give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. Defensive front out leveraged the offensive line. They got more people to the football. Yeah, they won that battle in a big way, and they're forcing a big decision now by the guys on offense.
So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. For Trey Mason, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Now Wentz throwing on second down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And now it's third down. And the tight end, Zach Ertz, is key in this offense as we get a look at the starters.
Comes out of the factory known as Stanford, which keeps putting out tight ends. Zach Ertz, one of the better ones we've seen in recent years.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Fielded at the 20. Slips past him.
Where'd he go?
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where you're...
And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. These guys told us, these guys being the coaches, they wanted to really stretch the field, get the ball down deep. They were able to do that here.
And you know when you stretch the field, you often leave guys in one-on-one situations, and that allows your better athletes to go up and get the football. I love the preparation that they put into this. They made it a priority, and they got what they expected.
And, Charles, we get a look here at the key inactives, and I tell you what, a big list for being this early.
You're hoping you can get these guys back, and now you'll play well down the stretch with them. But what you're also hoping is that the guys who have to play for them, the next man up mentality kicks in, and those guys take care of business.
Great footwork there, Charles, to dot the I, stay in bounds, get both feet in. He's probably thinking, though, man, I made a catch like that close to the end zone. I should have scored.
Yeah, there's always a regret when you're that close to the goal line.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Jeremy Butler taking it in. And the Buccaneers. And, partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because
Kick off your week by installing your game plan. Kick off your week by installing your game plan. Everybody,
all right, thank you, Larry. We are on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. He'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you? The head coach relied on his eagle eye in the sky to make the right call and was told to challenge it, and it looks like it's paid off.
And from a coach's standpoint, when you throw that flag, it's probably a pretty tense moment. Here it pays off.
Yeah, you have that little bit of indecision. You throw it where you feel like you're right, and then you think, uh-oh, did I get it right? In this case, they can celebrate.
Out of the gun now on third down. Going for the deep ball. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And right away, he lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. A near turnover, but the offense recovers it. Now they'll try to regroup on second. They will run again with Coleman. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on third down. We've got a 3rd and 11. On third down, Ryan. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
Getting it out left side to Sanu. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. That one good for 16 in the drive. They go play action here on first down. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
He's got a man complete. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 43 yards.
Really good recognition of the offensive line of the blitz. They picked it up, allowed for more time to throw the ball deep downfield, and a big-time completion.
Fresh set of downs here. They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice...
This is caught inside the 15. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver from 10 yards out. And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the fourth. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. On second down, here's Ryan. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. He's back to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And that'll bring up second down. 10 yards still left on second down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
The left side completion to Jones. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And quickly, they get to the line. He'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. And that'll bring up second down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back to throw. He's got time. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up fourth. Game on the line. Season on the line. They're going for it here on fourth down. Here we go. It's Ryan on fourth down. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the
Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down.
4 down. Check. Here we go now. 3-19.
And they'll run it here. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. He's been terrific so far. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. One receiver left, 3 to the right. One last shot for Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And that is going.
My bad, guys. My bad, guys.
Kick off your week by installing your game plan. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Kick off your week by installing your game plan. Hello, everyone.
All right, Larry, thank you. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Seattle Seahawks. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Second and 10 now. Wilson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. On third down, Wilson. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. They go play action here on first down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use this.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Quinn Patton, 44 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just...
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now Wilson on second down. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. They're going to hurry back to the line now. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And it is incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And incomplete. Probably should have had that one, but with the game he's having tonight, maybe they'll let it go.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Here we go now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run.
Kick off your week by installing your game plan. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Kick off your week by installing your game plan.
Thank you, Larry. With the distinctive pirate ship in the north end zone, we can only be in one place, and that's Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. They'll come out in the pistol. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
Newton to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And that is incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And 4th down coming up.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
This is taken at about the 14. Oh, he shifts past him. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Second down to the offense needing 5 yards. Back to throw. He's going to air one out. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
They'll get 16 yards there, and that'll be good enough for a Tampa Bay first down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. They'll look to throw again. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver from 13 yards out. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. And on a stage of this magnitude, the conference champ. Again, we'll see the pistol here. And again this time to the tailback. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
Oh, the spin. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. One receiver left, 2 to the right. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first, and it's 3rd down now. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on off. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Quinn Patton, 67 yards. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. The point after now for Aguayo. And the lead will shrink to 6. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Here's the option going right. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit, but his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play finished off really, really well. Well-conceived, well-designed, and even better executed. 2 plays in a row, the defense won, stacking up the running game. They've got to feel good about themselves, but something has to be in the back of their minds. Are we being set up for something big? They've got to be careful. And there's a good opportunity to just went awry there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And it's taken in at the 9. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's...
Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 68 yards. And the Bucs are now an extra point away from leading this game. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
And his kick is good. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now you got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And they're going to speed things up here. He's back to throw. He's got time in the pocket, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And now it's 4th down. And it all rides on this one play. A trip to the Super Bowl in the balance here on 4th down. Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs have just about wrapped up the victory. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. This remains a 1-point game. The defense did their job. Now the offense here late, they just need to kind of hold on, seal this victory.
And the defense did it so well, didn't they? Didn't allow any points and got the ball back for their offense in order to close out this game. What a great feeling for both sides of the ball.
It'll be a better feeling if the offense can just seal this thing. We'll see if they can do it.
You trying to say the defense doesn't want to go back out there again?
That's correct.
Okay.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Their dangerous wide receiver. His second touchdown of the night. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone. And I believe he likes it.
Aguayo on for the PAT. And with that, the lead is up to 8. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They have the lead, still a 1-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right? The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Here we go now.
Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go.
We got three, fellas. We got 3. Hurry up, here we go. 9, green, 39. Get the ball. Here we go. Hot.
They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you can just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
Kick off your week by installing your game plan. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Kick off your week by installing your game plan. Hello, everyone.
Larry, we come to you from a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls with an 11th on the way in 2020. Yes, we are in beautiful Miami, Florida. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here between the New York Jets and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Complete left side, the tight end Rodgers. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. He got 18 yards. And they'll go on the ground. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So it'll be first down here after the run. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open, and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Really excellent job there, just going up and getting it.
Brandon, I'm a defender. I shouldn't be this excited, but what a play by the receiver downfield to elevate and make the catch.
That is caught inside the 5. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. They're down. In this one, I think the storyline really, the 4th quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.